coaster is a ride, right? Well, thanks to Walt Disney, a roller coaster isn't just a ride, it's a story. Most people think of roller coasters as scary ups and downs with twists and turns. At Walt Disney World, roller coasters are adventures around the world through time and space and with encounters with fantastical creatures. When creating a roller coaster, Disney starts with professionals from multiple fields. These professionals create the fantasy world and story before designing the physical ride. They consider lighting, sound, and visual effects from the moment a person approaches the ride to while they're waiting in line to their experience on the ride to create an experience opposed to a thrill. In this video, we'll deep dive into 3 roller coasters at Walt Disney World to see how Disney uses design to tell stories. The first roller coaster we'll look at in this video is the Rock 'n' Roller Coaster with Aerosmith. Opened in 1999, this is the oldest ride in this video. When you walk up to the ride, you can see a massive red guitar on the side of the building with its neck twisted into a roller coaster track and an upside-down car at the head. When you get in line, you're surrounded by music-related decorations, including guitar necks on the walls, records on the floors, and even a fictional record company called G-Force Records. You'll arrive at the pre-show, where Aerosmith band members are in the middle of a jam session when their manager interrupts, telling them they're late for their concert. They give you backstage passes and call a limo to drive you to the concert with them. Once you get on the limo, it accelerates from 0 to 92 kilometers per hour in less than 3 seconds. Submerged in darkness, you can only feel the ride doing loops and turns, dodging past cars and neon road signs on the streets in LA to get you to the concert on time. While the speed, darkness, and neon signs were effective, I felt that the story was a bit lacking. Because I rode the ride first thing in the morning, I missed the pre-show, and I didn't even notice that I was in a limo. I enjoyed the ride, but it didn't add a lot to the story for me. I asked some other people about their experiences on the ride.
Hi, I'm Cherie.
My name's Ryan.
I'm from Austin, Texas.
New Jersey.
So what was your favorite part of the ride?
Definitely going upside down. That was my favorite part.
I like how it goes upside down. It's the only ride here that goes upside down.
Do you feel like you were inside the story?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I do.
What were the details that made you feel like you were in the story?
It was like all the little glow-in-the-dark decorations and stuff like that, and like the honking, like it was like stop signs, and just like also the entry part made you feel like, oh, okay, you're getting into a limo and stuff like that. So it was cool.
Did you feel like you were inside the story?
No, not really.
Were there some details that made you feel like you're a little bit in the story?
I like the pre-show with like the characters, but it's just a roller coaster to me. There's not much story to it, I guess.
The next roller coaster we'll look at in this video is Expedition Everest. Located in the Asia section of Animal Kingdom, you can see the enormous mountain for most of the park. This is another ride where I missed part of the experience because I skipped most of the line in the single rider line that wasn't designed and decorated like the normal line. I think Disney should add more decorations to the single rider lines so people don't miss the story. This ride is based on a Himalayan village at the base of Mount Everest and local Nepali culture and legends. There is a Yeti museum with subtle clues that things have gone wrong in the past. After you board the old train, you make a smooth, almost peaceful ascent of the mountain. But then, you suddenly encounter a patch of broken tracks. Then, without warning, you plummet backwards into the mountain until you come face to face with the legendary Yeti. I liked how the ride went so high up and looked even higher because of the use of forced perspectives, but I missed some of the intended fear because the ride felt quite slow to me and overall left me a bit disappointed. But other people have told me that they enjoyed it because they liked the theme and felt immersed in the story. Last but not least, we'll look at one of the newest rides at Walt Disney World, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Reride. This was my favorite ride in all of Walt Disney World, and one of 2 rides that I did more than once. As you approach the ride, the first thing you'll notice is a big Nova Corps Star Blaster ship in front of the entrance. In the queue, you enter a Galaxarium full of Xandarian artifacts and technology. Then you'll get to the pre-show, where Nova Prime Irani Rael explains how Xandarians traveled through the galaxy to Earth, or Terra, using jump holes. Then, Centurion Tal Merrick teleports you to the Nova ship and introduces the Cosmic Generator. Just as he starts to demonstrate it, it gets stolen. The Guardians of the Galaxy arrive, and eventually decide to program your escape shuttles to follow the thief and save the day. After boarding your escape shuttles, you get launched backwards while your shuttle spins 360 degrees to point towards the action. I think this ride did a very good job of telling the story, and it was very enjoyable and fun, but the storyline is a bit too complicated and hard to follow for people that haven't seen the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. While Disney has done a great job turning a roller coaster into an adventure, in my opinion, there's still much more improvements that can be made to fully immerse riders in the story. What strategies do you think Disney can use to make sure guests are fully immersed in the stories?